The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is a nonprofit organization that focuses on preventing personal problems we believe are facilitated by being raised in a foster care environment, or remediating potential problems through education and information to the community. Our programs focus on three key areas: youth aging out of foster care, community action, and healthcare. Our programs are focused on young adults in the foster care system who are about to age out, those that have just aged out, and the community at large. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development hosts a variety of services focusing on the needs of foster care youth throughout the community. We also work with numerous community coalitions in our effort to provide the best services for our clients and to help build stronger communities. We believe that a healthy mind and body are cornerstones to a healthy and prosperous community. The center also engages our community in mental health and wellness advocacy as well as suicide prevention. Fostered youth emerge from the foster care system vulnerable to substance abuse with little opportunity to obtain higher education or develop life skills. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development empowers youth that are in and transitioning out of the foster care system to overcome the struggles and challenges by providing them substance abuse prevention, life skills training, and workforce development programs. Drawing from the life experiences of our founder, Mr. Marcel Arbuckle, we open the door to positive and productive life through education, health, and life skills development. For more information, you can visit our website at cuyfddetroit.org or check out our social media at cuyfddetroit.
That was a pretty interesting video.
That was a great meeting. I gained so much from it.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. And to think all we had to worry about was marijuana and alcohol usage.
Yeah, that number will be a whole lot lower. Did you know some common mental illness leading to addiction are bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disorder?
For real? No, I didn't know that. Imagine if everyone knew the consequences of taking such a serious drug. We'd be a lot safer.
Did you know you could ultimately die from using opioids at such a young age? Opioids affect the body by binding the brain and the spinal cord, which blocks the pain signals from reaching the brain.
Yeah, and also you could suffer from nausea, constipation, and like you said earlier, addiction, which commonly leads to overdose and eventually death. Dude, nausea and constipation at the same time? We need to spread what we learned today to everyone else so that they don't go down the wrong path.
Don't let opioids ruin your life. If you or a loved one are suffering from addiction, please call 1-800-241-4949. Let's keep our community safer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Urban Review. I first of all want to say that this show is brought to you by the Office of National Drug Control Policy, and therefore the thoughts and opinions that are expressed by us on this show are not necessarily the thoughts and the opinions of the Office of National Drug Control Policy or the Substance Abuse Mental Health and Services Administration. But welcome aboard. Thank you. I am in a very, very fun mood today. I am, first of all, wanting to send a shout out to my older brother, Michael, who has turned 70 years old today. And so happy birthday, Michael. I know that you're out there watching, and we want to just celebrate you. The Bible says that you are promised 70. And that adds up to 70. So you made it, my brother, and I am so happy for you. He and I have had a tremendous journey in our life. When we were just 2 years old, our parents, I was 2 and he was 3, our parents left us standing on the steps of the city courthouse because of their addiction to heroin. And we grew up in the foster care system, but we were blessed to be placed in a wonderful home, raised by wonderful foster parents, a good Christian home. And we were able to matriculate into society and not be part of that 2% of, or be part of the 2% of all youth that are transitioning out of foster care to transition into college and to get a higher education. And as we know, 65% of the young men that transition out of foster care transition into prison. 45% of the young women transition into homelessness and prostitution, substance abuse, unwanted pregnancy. And we are here with the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development and the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development to try and change those statistics and to give a brighter day and a step ahead to all of those who might be facing those type of challenges, and to everyone in our society to create a drug-free community on Detroit's West Side, to eliminate problem behaviors in our community such that we will have a thriving community not only on the west side of Detroit, but in all of the Detroit metro area. And I'm going to give you a few updates. First of all, tomorrow, Friday, August the 21st at 10 o'clock a.m. until 2:30 p.m. at the Guidance Center, the Michigan Coalition to Reduce Underage Drinking will be giving its 30th anniversary and recognize the year's Hero Award recipient. And that will include a complimentary lunch, and that will take place at the Guidance Center, which is located at 13111 Allen Road in Building 2, and that's out in Southgate, Michigan. So that is going to be a wonderful event. You need to register for that, and you can register at MIKET at preventionnetwork.org or call 517-803-5586, and that will give you the contact information for that wonderful upcoming Michigan Coalition to Reduce Underage Drinking 30th anniversary and Heroes Award recipient. Also, on Friday the 21st, our friends at the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency, Greater Detroit area, will present in conjunction with the city of Inkster and their friends, a community street festival. And it's called Community Street Festival 5.0. And they will be focusing on substance use disorder awareness. There will be music and entertainment. There will be resources and giveaways. They will be sponsoring free haircuts. There will be free food. There will be free activities. And there will be school supplies, free backpacks that will be distributed. And there will also be information about marijuana and vaping. And that is going to take place at the old Inkster High School, which is located at 3750 Middle Belt Road in Inkster, Michigan. And that is going to take place from noon until 4 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, August the 21st, at the old Inkster High School. That's 3250 Middle Belt Road in Inkster, Michigan. And that's going to be just one elaborate affair. It's being co-sponsored by Akubalan Village, co-sponsored by none other than the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development, also co-sponsored by the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network, the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, the Coalition for Healthy Youth and Families, the Milestones Agency, and Sound Mind, Sound Body organization, and also our friends over at Mac Alive. So we are very, very excited about that event. We are looking forward to being out there. It's going to be a wonderful event. And once again, that is tomorrow, Friday, August the 21st, from noon until 4 p.m. at the old Inkster High School, 3250 Middle Belt. Then there is going to be on Saturday, August the 22nd, from 11 a.m. until 2:30 p.m., a substance abuse prevention awareness backpack giveaway. And that is being sponsored by the Haygood Foundation in partnership with the Milestones Agency. And that is going to take place at my bad. the Crowell Center, which is located at 16330 Lasser Road in Detroit. Once again, that's the Crowell Center, which is 16330 Lasser Road in Detroit, and they will be giving away school supplies. There will be backpacks and other wonderful activities. And once again, that's sponsored by the Haygood Foundation in collaboration with the Milestones Agency. And if you want to get registered for that, please call 313-938-5316. And this is going to be a wonderful affair, a substance abuse prevention and awareness backpack giveaway. Then, also on Saturday, August the 22nd, from 12 p.m. Until 3 p.m. at 340 West Grand River Boulevard, the Deliverance Center and Outreach Ministries is giving a back-to-school fiesta. There will be school supplies, dental health services, games and prizes, haircuts and styles, face painting, live music, and food, of course. And this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful event that's being sponsored by Reverend Greg Booker, who is the pastor over at the Deliverance Center and Outreach Ministries. Once again, that's located at 340 West Grand Boulevard in Detroit, and that will be going on Saturday from 12 until 3, a back-to-school fiesta. And remember that it is time to get enrolled at your DPSCD Summer on the Block event. And there are going to be several locations. First of all, the last location will be at Emerson Elementary and Middle School and at Henderson Elementary Academy. That is located at 16101 West Chicago. And it will take place from 4:30 until 8:30 p.m. There will be free activities, food, and ice cream. And this is the sponsored by the DPSCD to get enrolled and get back to school. Then, another back-to-school activity. How about Destined to Overcome Ministries Incorporated is giving their annual back-to-school drive. And they are looking for to restock school supplies, and their event is being sponsored by Apostle Joy Pascal and her mental health advocacy. And this is live music, movement, family experiences, mental health awareness, and inspirational words of God. It is a fun and interactive experience for the whole family, and it will be in a very Word of God welcoming community setting. And this is going to take place at 17029 West 13 Mile in Southfield, Michigan. And and that will be on Sunday, this coming Sunday, August the 30th, from 4:30 to 7 o'clock p.m. And once again, that's 17029 West 13 Mile Road in Southfield. And all you got to do is send a text message to register, and that is 248-325-7928. Once again, that's 248-325-7928. And you can register for their annual back-to-school event. That is the Destined to Overcome Ministries Incorporated. Apostle Joy Pascal over there doing some great things with her mental health awareness activities. There'll be music by our friend Sam Donald, who is the conductor of Detroit music. I guess that's the best way to describe them. And then there'll be vocalist Joel Jordan, and they are doing a great job with entertainment. That's Sunday, August the 30th at 17029 West 13 Mile. Next, there is going to be a wonderful boat ride celebrating 30 years of services by the Empowerment Zone Coalition. Those are my friends over on the east side. And this is going to take place on Thursday, September the 10th from 2026. The cost is $100 per person, and the boarding begins at 5 o'clock p.m., and they plan to return to the dock at around 8:30 p.m. The location is the Safe Harbor Jefferson Beach Marina, which is 24400 Jefferson Avenue in St. Clair Shores. The dress code is dress to impress with comfort and finesse. And it is a 180-minute luxury cruise. There will be a full course dinner and convenient parking, live music and entertainment by the legendary Gene Dunlap Trio. And of course, DJ Rockham will also be there, and it will be a wonderful experience. That's my friend Doreen Turk White, and the wonderful Empowerment Zone Coalition. And to just give a little heads up, the men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity will be receiving the Legends Award during that cruise, and our Social Action Chairman, Brother John Gardner, Mr. and Mrs. Gardner, will be there receiving that award. So that is a wonderful, wonderful event. And if you'd like to reserve a ticket, dial 313-921-9403 to log in and be a part of that wonderful cruise. Then, my friend, Mr. Dr. Monty Burks, who is the director of the Faith Office of the United States Department of Health and Human Services, will be sponsoring a wonderful conference called the Common Ground National Faith-Based and Community-Based Behavioral Health Conference. It is going to take place September the 24th and 25th, right outside of Dallas, Texas. And we have a great group of individuals from Detroit that will be sponsoring, presenting leaders transforming community experience into effective strategies. Presenters include my own son, Marseille Arbuckle Jr., Reverend Clara Mitchell, Dr. Calvin Mann, Miss Stacy Johnson, and Dr. Andre Johnson, who will share methods to empower youth, support families, build resilience, and foster healthier communities. And that is going to take place September the 24th and 25th. And all you've got to do is Google Common Ground National Faith-Based and Community-Based National Conference, and you will be able to get all of the information about that. And on today, from 6 o'clock p.m. until 7 o'clock p.m., you can be a part of the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development's monthly meeting. That's right. You too can be a part of our monthly meeting and call in and be a part of everything that we've got going for the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development. And in order to do that, you want to link into Zoom, and then the meeting ID is 790-495-5710, and the passcode is CUYFD. Once again, that is 790-495-5710, and the passcode is CUYFD. Call in and be a part of our monthly coalition meeting. Give your ideas, give your recommendations, and understand what we're doing to create a drug-free community on Detroit's West Side. I think right now we're going to transition to our commercial break, and we'll be right back right after that. Thank you for watching Urban Review.
Meet Danny, high school senior, 17 years of age, all A student. Danny is just now finding out he scored 1,490 out of 1,600 on his SAT. Danny's friend decided to ask, "How did you do it?" Danny replied, I believe every day is a test. To fail or succeed, you choose. The effects of vaping is the one test that Danny chose not to study for.
Vaping does not discriminate on who becomes addicted. Over 2 million high school students use some type of electronic cigarette device. The top tobacco companies also own vaping devices. The FDA found that vaping contains some of the same toxic chemicals as regular cigarettes that lead to cancer. So whether you smoke traditional cigarettes with tobacco or smoke electronic cigarettes using nicotine, your health is at risk. There's no safe way to smoke. For more information, contact the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development.
My fear is not being myself or putting others in harm whenever I'm under the influence. Did you know drivers with a BSC of .08 are 4 times more likely to get in a crash than those with a 0?
There is a reason why the legal drinking age is 21. Underage drinking is ugly because teens who start to drink before the age of 15 are 12 times more likely to be unintentionally injured.
Over 300 fatal crashes and almost 4,000 injury crashes were alcohol related.
Death is ugly, especially senseless avoidable accidents. Yet on average, every 52 minutes, an alcohol-impaired driving fatality occurs.
Fees and fines are ugly and I want to get paid, not owing anybody money. If everyone obeyed new driving policies with a BAC of no more than .05, alcohol-impaired driving fatalities, injuries, and total costs could decrease by 71 through 77%.
Help us remind others to not be ugly with alcohol and keep alive with .05. This message was brought to you by the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. For more information on how you can get involved, email admin@mycap.org.
You will love your Avis Ford because at Avis Ford, we make it easy to get you your no money down monthly payment right over the phone. We call it Shop by Phone, and it's the best way we know to get you your payment options fast. You want leather and a sunroof? How about an upgrade to all-wheel drive? Just give us a call. Shop online, shop by phone, or visit us at Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
The non-medical use of prescription drugs, including opioids, is a growing concern in our communities, affecting all ages, including our youth. If the medication wasn't prescribed to you or has expired, don't take it. If your name isn't on the bottle, it's not meant for you to swallow. Addiction is real, and lives are being ruined. Or worse yet, lost.
Visit PreventionDetroit.org/opioids to find prescription Dropbox locations.
Welcome back to Urban Review, ladies and gentlemen. And we have just a few minutes left, but I want to just take a few moments to focus on a subject that is facing a lot of us right now, and that is back to school mental health. It's that time of year. Back to school season is an exciting time, but it can also be a nerve-wracking time. Being mindful about how to support mental health well-being at this time of year can go a long way to making the experience smoother for both the kids and parents. Okay? Mental health well-being is a sense of emotional and cognitive wellness that is fueled by feelings of belonging, safety, and meaning in one's life. While it is always important, it becomes a stronger challenge when life changes, during changes like going back to school. The back-to-school season often causes stress because of the many unknowns related to it. Some common questions the kids have include, what will the new school year be like? Will the classes be hard? Am I prepared? Will I be able to juggle all of my responsibilities this year? What will my teachers and classmates be like? Will I fit in? And there are questions that the parents have that are often similar, with the addition of, will my kids be happy at this school and this year? Will they do well? Did I do enough to prepare them? How will they manage the change? Not knowing the answers to these questions can cause stress that takes a toll on mental well-being. However, there are some simple actions that we can take to help manage this stress, and they are, for the children, you got to pay attention to first their body. There may be changes in appetite, shifts in energy, more fatigue, taking long naps every day, difficulty sleeping, headaches or stomach aches, nausea and other pains and aches, feeling jittery or needing to move constantly. These are things that will let you know that they are having some stress. Those are some physical signs. And from a mental standpoint, there might be changes in mood. They might be feeling anxious. They might be having trouble breathing or other nervous habits. They might start trying to avoid responsibilities or trouble thinking clearly. All of these are things that they have to have issues with. And then there will be school and changes in their friends, changes in their academic performance. Being bullied oftentimes brings on stress. They might want to stay at home or feeling lonely because they don't have these same old friends. These are the clues that the young person is facing issues, and one of the best ways to address it is to talk it out. Talk it out. Communicate with each other. Ask them how their day was. How was the first day of school? There are all kinds of conversation starters, and for more information about this, you can go to the mentalhealthcoalition.org or Google Back to School Readiness. Back to School Readiness, and that will give you the information that you need. Hey, we're going to wrap this show up today. We want everybody to take advantage of all of the opportunities that I shared with you earlier today on Back to School. And if you didn't catch them, then call in to our coalition meeting tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock p.m., and you'll be able to be there and have an input and get information that you need to make an impact. And once again, to be able to call in to the, just hit your Zoom button, bring up that app, and then the meeting ID is 790-495-5710, and the password is CUYFD. And remember, as you're facing school, as you're facing this new change in time and activities, when you're up against some trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Plant your feet, set your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. And if the worst is bound to happen in spite of all that you can do, you may fail, but you may conquer, so see it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. And if it's veiled to try and dodge it in spite of all that you can do, remember, running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you'll be set. But remember, you're simply facing what other men have met. So if you fail, fall still fighting. And don't give up whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish, and see it through. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, and under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the captain of my fate and the master of my soul. Thank you for watching Urban Review.